Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Someone brought this to my attention about Woody Allen marries Sun Yi Previn. I know this is 1997, it's looking like, but let me tell you the story about how Woody Allen, a famous director, married his own adopted daughter. Now, I don't know if you guys understand something. Hey, before I go anywhere further, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notifications, baby. But yes, listen, you got the minerals, grab your hoodie, baby. All right, cool. So I don't know if you guys understand something. For me, I've been telling you guys for a very long time that the world that we live in, those who are in power are getting sicker and sicker each day. Okay, and we are seeing things that I believe are immoral. Here's the thing: you marrying your daughter, you marrying your previous girlfriend or wife, whatever, partner's adopted child blood, which means they were underneath you as a child. They were underneath you as your legal guardian. Okay, when and you know what I'm saying, or let's say not even legal guardian, just say as guardian because it wasn't legal yet. They weren't married. Okay. But this girl was a young girl with Woody Allen. You understand? So let's just read it. On December 24th, 1997, Woody Allen, the 62-year-old Academy Award winning writer, director of such movies such as Annie Hall, and Hannah and her sisters married 27-year-old Sun Yi Previn, the adopted daughter of his former partner Mia Farrow, in a small ceremony in Venice, Italy. When news of the couple's relationship was first publicly revealed in the media in 1992, it sparked a major scandal. So I want you to understand something, yeah. This adopted daughter of his, yeah, was young, like she was adopted from young blood. You understand? Like, so he's known this girl for a long time. For me, this is absolutely dangerous territory we're getting to go into, and this is, I believe, an abuse of power, because the person when we talk about power dynamics, we're talking about how someone was in a position of authority in regards to the other person in terms of relationship dynamics. Okay, so you're looking at obviously Mia Farrow. It says here during the 1980s and early 90s, Allen was involved with Mia Farrow, with whom he adopted 2 children and had 1 biological child. Okay, before her involvement with Allen, Farrow, whose movie credits include Rosemary Baby, the Great Gatsby, and Allen's Hannah and her sisters, was married to Frank Sinatra before, and the conductor Andre Previn, with whom she had 3 biological children and 3 adopted children, including Sun Yi Previn. Farrow and Allen's relationship broke up after she discovered his involvement with Previn. So listen to this, yeah? They broke up when he had a relationship with her adopted daughter, Previn. I need you to deep this, blood. There has been some kind of... The actress and director then became involved in a highly publicized child custody battle, during which Farrow accused Allen of abusing their young daughter. I want you to understand this. There was an accusation that Allen of abusing their young daughter. Dylan O'Sullivan Farrow. Although Allen was cleared of the charges, the allegation resurfaced in 2018 in wake of Me Too. So I want you to understand something, yeah? This is the world that we live in, like, where how does nobody even, like, do you know what I mean? Like, someone might say she was grown, but listen, this girl has been reared in the family as a daughter. We don't know what kind of psychological, conditioning has been done to Previn to get her to this point of, I think psychological, it could have been grooming more than likely, because this girl would have been so young. I mean, she married when she was 27, but they had been reported together since 1992, which should have been 22. You don't know how long that's actually been going around. Like, what does a 60-year-old guy have to do with a 20-year-old girl? So we were talking about Will and Jada and Augustin or whatever some months back, or some days ago, way back, and this is something that's been going on right beneath our nose. You understand? So we it's scary for me to see this kind of thing. And I don't even want to try and find something, like it's crazy to think that people get away with this, like just to I can't, I don't know even what more to say. Like, I just want to get you a little picture. So this is what they look like. Okay, this is Woody Allen and his wife Um, you know, he says here, so, Sun Yung changed me. Yeah, bro, she would change you if the girl was a young ass girl, blood. Do you understand? Like, it's crazy to think. Okay, let's see. Oh. Alan's wife breaks decade-long silence on relationship director, claims adopted mother was abusive. Oh, okay, flip story. In her first ever in an in-depth interview, soon young Previn defended her husband of 20 years, director Woody Allen, against allegations he molested his adopted daughter, Dylan, and accused her adopted mother, Alan, ex Mia Farrow, of being abusive. Alan Farrow's 12-year partnership came to an end in 1992 after it was revealed that he and Soo Yu were having a sexual relationship. Okay, so deep this, brother. Yeah. Listen to this, yeah. Woody Allen was having a sexual relationship with Sun Yu at 22, yeah. Roughly 22 years old, yeah. And do you think this started? Do you think this started when she was 22, blood? Listen, these things start early, you know. Do you understand? Like, listen to what it says here. In the interview with New York Magazine, written by Alan's friends of 4 decades, Daphne Merkin Suyi suggests her attraction was ignited in part by Alan showing her affection, and that she claims Farrow never did. What? Suyi insisted that Farrow has taken advantage of the Me Too movement and paraded Dylan as a victim who she pressured to speak out. Dylan, meanwhile, told New York that Suyu's claim was offensive and only served to re-victimize me. Dylan's claim that Alan, who formerly became her adoptive father in December 1991, touched her private part when she was 7 and is one she has maintained for over 25 years. That's about as long as Sun Yu has insisted she wasn't Alan's victim in 1992. She told Newsweek in a statement, I'm not a retarded little underage flower who was raped, molested and spoiled by an evil stepfather, not by a long shot. I mean, to be honest, she was 5 years old when she was adopted by Farrow and her then husband and Andre Previn from an orphanage in South Korea. In 1975, Sun Yu claims she and Farrow were like oil and water, and Farrow wasn't maternal to me from the get-go. As she grew up, Sun Yu claims Farrow treated her and her adopted sisters like domestics, including grocery shopping, cleaning and ironing Farrow's sheets. According to Sun Yu, Farrow became easily impatient with her hopelessly backward learning difficulties, would slap her on occasion, and once screamed, "I will send you to an insane asylum." Mia used to write words on my arm, which was humiliating, so I'd always wear long sleeve shirts. Sun Yu told New York she would also tip me upside down, holding me by my feet to get the blood to drain my head because she thought, or she read it. Because she thought or she read it. God knows where she came up with that notion that blood going to their head would make me smarter or something. Farrow began dating Alan in 1980 after her divorce when Sun Yu was 10. By then, Farrow had adopted another child, Moses, with whom she is now estranged. Moses Farrow corroborated Sun Yu's account of their adopted mother's abusive parenting, which he told New York included a total of a breakdown of your spirit to ensure that you would do what she wanted you to do. Farrow's other children, including adopted daughter Dylan and a son with Alan, Rowan and Farrow, have vehemently defended her against Sun Yu and Moses' allegations in joint statement. 8 of Mia's children said of their mother that none of us ever witnessed anything than compassionate treatment in our home. Farrow starred in 13 of Alan's movies over the course of their relationship. Blood, do you know what? This is just mad, like, bro, like, for me, obviously, like, I get it. Like, there's a madness, obviously, the fact that there was a relationship breakdown, and obviously this makes sense though. If there was some type of abuse in terms of Farrow behaving, this would have pushed Soo Yu into the hands of Previn. This would have pushed Soo Yu into the hands of Woody Allen, which would make sense because she's looking for a safe haven, right? But the fact of the matter is, how does this turn sexual? How does it become, I would like to say entanglement, but this isn't entanglement because this person is your adopted daughter. The adopted daughter of Mia Farrow. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you seeing her like that? Like, do you know what I'm saying? This is what it is like as well. Look, in the interview, she describes her childhood interaction with Alan as being few and far between. I hated him because he was with my mother and I didn't understand why anyone could be with such a nasty, mean person. Soo Yu says, I thought he must be the same way. That all changed when Soo Yu was a teenager in high school and she and Alan began attending New York Knicks games together. Look at this. This started early, An activity, she says, Farrow encouraged. The relationship didn't turn romantic until she was in freshman college. But by her own account, Alan's interest was sparked when she was still underage. Oh, my days. So this is what I'm talking about, Bree. This has been grooming on a madness level. You get what I'm saying? It said, I think Woody went after me because at that first basketball game, I turned out to be more interesting and amusing than he thought I'd be. Sonia tells New York, Mia was always pounding onto him about what a loser I was. From her point of view, Alan valued her in a way Farah never did. And even if it was a huge betrayal, Sonia said she would have been a moron and an idiot retarded if I stayed with Mia. Bruv, like, reading it just makes me just feel more vexed. Like, I'm just reading it and I'm just thinking to myself, what the frick? Listen, in the article, Alan appears to have been utterly unbothered by what Suyu called their moral dilemma. He called their relationship a fling early on. It only became a relationship when we were thrown together because of the molestation charge. Suyu said, referencing Dylan's claim that Alan molested her in August 1992. That was the same month that Alan publicly declared his love for the first time, even to her ears, for Suyu at a press conference and filed for full custody of Dylan. Like, blood, like, you have to really deep it, yeah? So you got played here, blood, yeah? You've been going to basketball games in your, sophomore, whatever year, or freshman, whatever year you've been going to. You've been going for a long time and you're pretty much underage. For him to show any type of interest in you is a mad thing. You were not of age. This is what we're talking about, grooming. This is exactly what we're talking about, grooming, because, blood, she would not... And this has gone underneath the radar, you know? This has gone underneath the radar, blood. And if... You know what? It's funny that, obviously, the accusations of molestation and then obviously the underage dating are just, bruv, honestly, man, this is, do you know what, fam? Like, we're in a very nasty, dark world, people. And I hope you see this. Like, you can read up more about it. I don't want to read any more, to you guys. Okay, look at this. Listen here, it says here, the piece also references without question Alan's claim that not a single one of the hundreds of actresses he worked with has ever suggested any kind of impropriety at all. I don't know what that word says. Despite evidence to the contrary, actress Marielle Hemingway, for example, told Vanity Fair that shortly after she turned 18 and was promoting their film Manhattan, Alan, 44, tried to seduce her. Blood. I don't know what else you can say. Like, what other evidence is needed to prove to us that this is inappropriate? The way he found her, the way he went after her. This is grooming, y'all. Grooming. Anyway, listen, I'm going to leave it there. I know it's a long one. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for a notification of the uploads.